Hey everyone, and welcome to my live review of Once Upon a Time's Wish You Were Here. I really wanted to get Joe in on this review, but we just couldn't make it work tonight, which is unfortunate because we wanted to review the mid-season finale together. So I already have a couple questions, and I'm going to answer them right off the bat. So Danielle Masella said you were very excited tonight. Was that purely because of the episode and trailer for the 6th premiere, or was it coffee-induced? Mix of both. Danielle, I don't drink coffee. I was just very, very excited. And hello, Emily Nicole. I really liked the episode. I thought it was really, really strong. It was so strong. I think it's probably the best episode of season 6 by far. I loved it. I loved everything that went down in this episode. And it's so focused on our core cast, which is interesting because for a long time, I had always said, I like seeing the new characters. I want to see more characters on the show. But it's fun when Once Upon a Time really comes home and just focuses on the core cast. It's good, except for Snow White, because she was, either she got killed or was asleep. I loved the episode. I thought it was fantastic, and I love the trailer. All of you said do the shot-by-shot review, and I'm working on it right now. I was able to pull out the trailer's 24 seconds. I pulled out 27 frames. 27 frames for a shot-by-shot review, and it took 20 minutes to analyze. So I'm working on it. It's going to be done when I finish this. I will get to work on the shot-by-shot even more. Yes, Melissa Cruz just said Zelina wasn't in the episode. Yes, I know that. I guess her focus wasn't needed. Like she's not original. I guess this was the original Once Upon a Time characters. And poor no Zelina minus Captain Hook, but I guess original into season 2. But I really loved it. So I'm just going to go with your questions because I think that's probably the best way to review the episode. The Disney Lover 58 said the alternate universe world was so funny, like straight out of a fan fiction. Do you think the same? I thought it was. Yeah, I really did. I loved when Emma was humming "Someday My Prince Will Come." I mean, that was hysterical. I mean, how often does that happen? Never. I mean, the show, as I've said many times, is supposed to be grounded in real life. And I like when it goes fantasy because I even said that in my shot-by-shot review. I said I love when Once Upon a Time gives us a helping dose of fantasy. But to see Emma like that was so fun. It was so much fun. Once Upon a Time Insider said, what was your opinion on the Captain Swan moment in the episode? I don't really have an opinion. It's not really a focus for me. What's tonight's focus was Emma, Regina, and dealing with Aladdin and Jasmine, and the whole consequence of Morpheus. The Captain Swan moments were almost moot to me. Like that's not why I was interested. I was interested because of so many other reasons. I love Captain Swan. Don't get me wrong, but like Cook could have not have been in this episode, and I would have been happy. Because I thought it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. So Danielle just said, what did you think of the aging makeup on the alternate universe of Snow White and Charming? When Regina looked at them and said, you're old, I laughed because, I mean, the makeup looked fine. I mean, it's Josh Dallas and Jennifer Goodwin. I mean, you can only age them up so much, right? I mean, what are you going to do? So I thought they looked funny because they're not old. They're in their 30s. I think Josh Dallas is only like 10 years older than myself. And Jennifer Goodwin I think she's 38 or 39. So, I mean, it's hard to make them that much older. It worked. I mean, it worked for the purpose. But when Jennifer Morrison is the same age as Jennifer Goodwin, it's funny. It's funny. Let's see. Bernard Johnson just said Regina's dress as the Evil Queen was on point. Did you enjoy her interruption of the Charmings as much as I did? Yes, I love that scene. I loved that scene so much. The moment that Regina opened up the door. For one thing, I love when she was happy to see Henry. I thought that was so sweet to see him get knighted because on some level that's what she wanted. And then to see her come in and get the season 1 music of the Evil Queen, to see her, move her hands and have people fly away. I thought that was great. And then for her to like kind of restate her original threat, but not mean it was awesome. I loved it. I really loved it. It was so So good. Okay, Melissa, so you just asked a great question. Melissa Cruz just asked, what was your reaction to the evil queen flirting with Aladdin and his reaction to the flirting? I thought it was hilarious, she said. Well, Melissa, I agree with you. I thought it was hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. I love Aladdin. I think on the show he's really well cast, and I love the evil queen. And the evil queen, she wanted some. I think I said in my text to Joe during the episode, I was like, the evil queen's a little horny, and it was hysterical. I loved it. I loved the fact that she wanted Aladdin. It was hysterical. I mean, it's the evil queen. I love it. I love the evil queen, and I also love the fact that when Regina in the, let's just call it the alternate universe, in the alternate universe, she's like, I don't want to act as the evil queen, but I'll do it just to get Emma out and get Emma out of here. And I thought that was hysterical. Kevin C just said, I felt most of this episode was like a throwback Thursday to episode 1. Yeah, it really did parallel episode 1, but I loved it. I really loved it. I mean, I couldn't find a problem with this episode. If I watched it like 7 more times, I'd probably be like, well, this scene is messed up and the writing here is a little sloppy. But this is one of my favorites overall. Oh my God. I wish I could have the chat on the screen with you. You guys are writing #hornyqueen in the chat. I wish that could go to the writers. That's hysterical. All right, so Once Upon a Time Insider asked a very good question. How do you think Emma and Regina will get out of the alternate universe? Well, we have yet to even discuss what happened in the alternate universe. And I don't know how they're going to get out. I'm guessing it's going to involve Rumpelstiltskin. But, in the alternate universe, Emma is acting weak and pathetic. I think Jacob just said that. And poor Emma, Jennifer Morrison having to play that was interesting because she's so strong. Like she never, ever has to really get weak unless something really bad has happened to her. So to see her be that way because she's scared was interesting. And then, she tries to give the key to Regina, and Regina's like, no. And then I'm like, I'm going to break you out of this spell, Emma. I'm going to break you out of this spell. And she crushes the fake parents' hearts. And I thought it was funny. I thought that was a great moment. And then Henry being stopped by Emma. Emma's magic worked in the alternate reality, which was nice. I guess Aladdin didn't make it null and void for her. So I did like that a lot. And it was just great. It was just so great. And then they try to get out. Regina made a deal with Rumpelstiltskin, and then following the deal, they get a bean. And then at the end of the bean, we see Robin Hood. Robin Hood is back. That's a question I thought a lot of you would say was, what about Robin? I don't think Sean Maguire was needed to come back, but to see her reaction was quite excellent. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to get out of the of this alternate reality. I'm guessing Aladdin said he'll be back, so I'm wondering if Aladdin coming back, if they're going to use a wish. But he wasn't in the trailer for the next episode, and I covered all the frames. So I don't know. I don't know. The Disney Lore 58 said, "Oh, we can coming back" in reference to Aladdin. I'm guessing. So I don't know. They said he could be coming back. His story's not done. I need to see more of Aladdin. If not, I'm going to be very, very upset with that. All right. So a bunch of you are asking me questions, and then in the present day, Morpheus was revealed. He was aged up. The Blue Fairy was beaten and battered. She looked really good, really bad, but I liked how she looked. And then Morpheus is back, and not Morpheus, Gideon. I keep confusing him. Gideon is back, and he's aged up. I wonder if we're going to see the Black Fairy at some point. And he's after Emma, and I don't know why he's after Emma. I don't even have a clue of speculation to it. Also, one of you, I believe, just asked me about. Gosh, I just blanked on it. Sorry. Keep your questions coming because I wanted to discuss them all. I'm very sorry, I just blanked on the question. I had it memorized. So I'll go with Kevin's question because I see it's right in front of me. Do you think that Gideon is the dark one without a dagger? I don't know. I did say in my shot-by-shot review that I think Gideon has to be the first Dark One child born. So I'm curious like how strong his magic is and whatnot. I think it's really, really interesting. Sarah Benedict said it was made for a live stream. Finally, now that the show's on hiatus. I know the show should not be on hiatus. The show needs to come back now. All my shows are on hiatus except for Flash. But Flash goes on hiatus next week, which is so bad. Like I don't want that on hiatus. I want no shows on hiatus. I just want shows to air every week except on Christmas. All right, so let's see. Art Master Austin said, "My question is, did anyone think Robin could have been the figure in the hood before it was revealed to be Gideon as a result of the wish?" I don't think it was ever Robin Hood. He was too insignificant for that to be true. Jacob Hara said, "Are we going to see more Agrabah in season 6? I hope we are. I think Aladdin's story is far from done, and it needs to continue. I want to see more Aladdin. I think Denzi is a great actor, and I love Karen David as Princess Jasmine. Also, the crossover appeal in this episode. How fun is the crossover appeal? I don't know how many of you guys like if any of you watch like Disney crossovers. There's a ton of fantastic editors up there who make all these great videos combining these characters. And in this episode, you have Charming, Captain Hook, and Jasmine in one room. How awesome was that? Well, how awesome was that? All right, you guys are, wow, too many questions. I love it. I love all the questions, but I'm missing them. The moment you realized Emma delivered her potential killer, yeah, that's interesting. I'm really curious to see why he's turned against her. And also, one of you asked about, here's the question that I was just going like a beaver. One of you asked me what I think of the picture of Neil in the flashback. You're gonna not like me. I didn't care for it. I didn't care about it. I don't really like Neil. I never liked Neil as a character. He did bug me. Thought it was nice that they added it, but at the same time, they could never have referenced him, and I would have been very happy. Do you hope we get to see an alternate universe of Zelina at some point? Said Kevin C. I'm not sure if I want to see her. I would love to see the Wicked Witch of the West Green, I guess, but I think the alternate universe reality from the trailer is going to end very soon. I don't think we're going to be there too long. But I'd like to see it, but I don't know how much time they would have to make it good. But at the same time, I'm very torn. I'm very, very torn. But I also wanted you to just ask me what I think about Aladdin. Or not Aladdin, old Rumple. Loved it. I loved old Rumple back. So refreshing to see that. Ooh, giddy babies, keys, names, etc., etc., etc. Let me out of the cell. So awesome. Emily Nicole said, "Why did Princess Emma have a baby? Isn't that illegal?" I don't know. This alternate universe was completely based on her life, or based on what she wanted. So it's very possible that somehow Neil came back and then they got married, then he died. Who knows? It's not illegal for her to have a baby. No. I was surprised a teenage version of Baby Neil wasn't in the alternate reality. I mean, Snow and Charming still would have had no child, right? Says Danielle. I think that's that actually, I did think about that. I thought, where could he have been? Like, why wasn't the baby there? But maybe the baby wasn't in her fantasy. Who knows? All right, hold on. I just saw a question from Bree a second ago, and I want to make sure that I get it because I liked it. All right, Bree said. All right, so Bree asked, "Do you think Charming could have wished to have the sleeping curse broken?" Now, I know that's like really not the hot topic of discussion here because I think no one really cares about Snow White and Prince Charming being under this stupid sleeping curse that the evil queen has inflicted upon them. But I do think he could have broken it. I do think he could have said, "Please, Genie, I wish for the curse upon my heart and my wife's heart to be undone so we can be together, awake, normally." Like, just word it very, 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 very specifically. Like, get a lawyer to write a good contract so the consequences, if any, are null. So I really would have liked that. Let's see. So Emily asked thoughts on Zelina and Charming in the trailer. I have a couple thoughts on that, but I saved them for the shot by shot. So I liked it. I will give you that. But my like dissection of it is all in the shot by shot because as I said, you all said do it, and I did it while I was waiting to prep this. So I'm all for it. I need alternate universe hook. Actually, that was done by Hello Libroom 30. Sorry if I messed up your username. I want to see him in the alternate universe more than anyone else because that'd be interesting. I like when Colin O'Donoghue gets to play evil. I think evil is fun to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let's see. So I would like, this is from Austin. I would like to know who Bay, how Bay and Emma met, if Bay was sucked into the portal 100 years before she was born. It's, I don't try to take like the alternate, in my view, obviously do whatever you want. Don't try to worry too much about how the alternate universe could have been because we have so many crazy plot lines in the present day that you might get a headache. And if I can at least do one thing, it would be to avoid you guys having more headaches from the show. It's too much to explain. It's too much to break down. It's fun to have an alternate universe because technically no one's dead there. You know, anyone who the evil queen might have killed, minus like Snow White's dad, would still be alive. So that's a great opportunity if they want to throw back more characters. But from the trailer, from the way I looked at it, it looks like that alternate universe is going to end way too quick. So I don't think we're going to get like the opportunity to see all these characters. Let's see. I want to make sure. I feel like the episode's plotline was so simple. You know, we've seen this on many levels. We saw this in the mid-season finale. In the season finale for like another alternate reality, but I loved it. I love it. I love it. Also, by the way, why on earth would Robin Hood try to rob magic women or witches? I mean, they look like witches and doing a spell or something. And he's like, drop it. Why? Like if I don't have magic, none of us have magic, but if I had a bow and arrow and I saw two women over two people over a magic spiral vortex, I wouldn't say, give me your money. I would say, I gotta go. Because no, stupid. I guess there's the flaw. That was stupid, and that's what caused him to be stuck because Robin Hood was stupid and it messed up Regina. Sorry, I had to emphasize that. That was stupid. Let me see. Well, guys, chill. I love it. I love these streams. Oh, and by the way, we will keep talking about the episode, but I want to just throw out, we did a Twitter vote for the next episode to live stream. It ended up being Smash the Mirror is what won from my Twitter. So I was thinking to stream that the night the episode would air at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we can all watch it together on Netflix, DVDs, whatever. So if you guys are down for 8 o'clock next Sunday to watch an hour and a half Once Upon a Time with my audio, with my commentary, I would be more than happy to do that. Just let me. I'll do a time, but I think 8 is just fair. Also, the evil queen was turned into a snake by Morpheus. How interesting was that? Did anyone else think Jafar when the evil queen was turned into a snake? I mean, like she was turned into a viper or a boa. I don't know, cobra, king cobra. So it's interesting. I thought that was really, really interesting. And now she's stuck as a snake. She's stuck as a snake. Poor evil queen. Michael Berkner just said, did the black fairy make Gideon grow up fast, or do you think this time traveling or something is just maybe like 7 ago? I actually thought about this, Michael. I didn't. Okay, so the way I thought about him growing up is that it had to be one of two ways. Either when he was abducted, that the black fairy aged him up. I guess 3 things. He's from the future, the black fairy aged him up, or the effects of the serum that Belle had that made her pregnancy accelerate. had adverse effects on the child and caused him to grow much faster when he was a baby. So like he didn't even really have time to grow up. I don't know. I'm guessing they're going to explain it fast. I doubt he's from the future. If they do another future line, I'd be like, no, 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 like no past and present storylines on this show. I'm all for it on other shows, but like the Flash does that really well, but I can't do it on Once anymore because we just already have so many past and present storylines flip-flopping at once. Let's go back to Atlanta cartoon. So I just was reading Danielle telling me that it was a Cobra. Let's see. Anna B said, don't you think that Robert Carlo tried to act like Rumple in season 1, but looked a little over the top? I think he definitely tried to throw back his season 1 Rumple, Anna. I liked it though. I love him like that. Him being like that is probably the funnest I get to, and the most amount of fun I have watching him, because I can't really stand the Mr. Gold persona. It's a little much for me. Okay, I think Belle was a bit too trusting again with Rumple. Was trusting Rumple, or was she right first time? I'm guessing this is from the Disney 1158. I think she is too trusting, but I think she's also very, 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 very concerned about Morpheus. So I'm not sure. I mean, in television, I've never had to experience this myself, but from what we've seen in fiction, when there's a problem with a child and the parents have issues, they generally set their issues aside to deal with the child. And since you have a child who at the moment is evil, you need to fix him. Their issues are going to be put on hold. Do you think Graham will be alive in the alternate universe from Once Upon a Time Insider? I talked about that in my shot-by-shot review of the trailer. I was really, really, really interested in seeing, because we saw August. We saw August, or Pinocchio. I thought that was so cool. I talked about that for a while. So the shot-by-shot was so much fun to do. So I think, no, we won't see Jamie Dorian because, well, you know, he's busy with a franchise that I don't want to talk about, but we totally could. But do you think it's fair to make Gideon a villain in order to fix Rumple and Belle from Anna B? I don't think it's. I mean, if making him a villain will null their issues, I mean, I guess it could work, right? Like why? Like as long as they can reverse it, as long as they can make him good. You know, actually show that people can, change and whatnot. But I don't know. I know Jacob just said that, time moves different in the Black Fairy world. So maybe after she abducted him, like it was like he was only there for a few hours and boom, he grew up. It's crazy. But I think it's interesting. The whole Morpheus Gideon thing. I kept calling him Gideon in my shot-by-shot review. So when you watch that, just bear that in mind. Let's see. Kevin C said, I heard that in 6B they will back to the storyline of who kills David's dad. Any guesses of who it might be? A lot of people have said it could be Hook, Kevin. I think it could be Hook. I actually forgot that David's dad died. I mean, I know he's dead, but like I forgot that was like a storyline that they foreshadowed. It was kind of moot. The whole untold story thing here has been kind of moot. I mean, think about it. Was there one untold story in this episode? No, it was Emma. And Emma's story is far from untold. But I loved it. Lana was brilliant from Hello Librum 30. I thought she was so, I agree. She was beautiful. She was fantastic. And I really, really, really loved it. I loved her. I love her. She's a great actress. I talk about the acting a lot in the shot-by-shot review. I'm very excited for you guys to see this because it's the first time I've done a shot-by-shot in a long time. And I think I did it really well. I'm hyping it up. I'm plugging my own product in my own live stream. All right, so Nori Dupree said, what if Gideon isn't the hooded figure but happens to have a hood? Nah, I think he's too hyped up to be the guy in the hood, as far as I know. Bree Tay said, I'm surprised Charming didn't wish to have the sleeping curse broken. Yeah, well, I think I answered your question a couple minutes ago, Bree, but yeah, I agree. He totally could have done that. Alexandra Johnson just asked, who do you think was be proposing in the promo? My guess is it's going to be Hook. Let me see. Do you think we will see some older ships in the alternate universe? When you say ships, Once Upon a Time Insider, I'm assuming you mean couples? Who else could we see? I mean, I doubt we're going to see Emma and Hook. We already seeing Outlaw Queen, and Charming and Snowy are dead. I'm not really sure what other couples to see. Emily LeBlanc asked me thoughts about Emma's surrender to Regina. It was so awful. To see her that week was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, chill, chill, chill. Like, don't give in like that. Like, it was weird. It was really weird to see her that weak and pathetic, and just to give her the key. I mean, I talked about this already, and my point, my big thing is, I think that Jennifer Morrison is able to capture. She's a very strong actress, right? So to see her like that is weird. To see her, because like normally you don't expect Emma to be weak unless she needs to actually do it for a reason. And here it felt very, very unnecessary. Once Upon a Time Insider said I screamed at the TV. I didn't scream, but I can tell you at one point I did, recoil. I thought it was a little weird. I had more issues with Henry than Emma. Let me see. So a couple of you guys said couples from the Enchanted Forest that could be in the alternate reality. Daniel and Regina. Well, technically he's dead. Daniel's dead because they talked about the whole evil queen, being banished, because she definitely became evil. Nova and Grumpy. I guess we could see Nova and Grumpy, but they never decided to deal with that issue. That's a big thing. So, excuse me. That was a weird one, because that was a whole couple, and then they never bothered to really canonize them beyond the one episode. That should have come back. Austin said, Rob, do you think Rumpelstiltskin from the alternate Enchanted Forest will come back to Storybook to find Bay? Okay, I am very curious about how this alternate reality works. I don't know if they're, like, for one thing, Snow White and Charming are dead, right? So, but Charming's still alive in our world. So that means they're not connected. So I'm wondering, if they leave, do they die? Like, it's like a weird thing. I don't think Rumple is thinking about finding Bay like that. I'm really, really curious. I'm really curious to see, like, if people might follow them in, but I don't know. My own thought is, like, where is this world in connection to them? Let's see. The Disney lover said, why is Henry in the alternate reality chasing Emma and Regina? Emma could just order them to hold off or something because she's a princess. So why? Because writing, because this is how episodes work. Sometimes things just don't always work out the way they should in real life. Rumple causing havoc? Never, says Sarah Benedict. Well, yeah, that's what he does. That's really, really what he does. So let's rate the episode. What would you guys give it? I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was almost perfect for me. So let's just do some ratings at the moment, because I don't want to like nitpick everything, because I really feel that we have this done well. So I would say it's a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I just enjoyed everyone. The evil queen flirting with Aladdin. Morpheus's Gideon's reveal was excellent. Robin Hood, stupid. Not his return. It's just the way he did it was stupid. I don't know. I just loved it. I as a fan of this show, I think it was probably one of the best episodes we've had in a long time. Oh wow, you guys are really, some of the Disney lover gave it a 9 out of 10. Dakota Glenning, 9 out of 10. Oh, 5 out of 5 from Elva. Austin, really, 3 out of 5. CC Cole only gave it a 3 because Lena wasn't in it. I don't think that's a fair reason to dock it 2 points on a scale, because a character wasn't in it. 6 out of 5 from Emily LeBlanc. Oh, she went above the scale. Oh, you're awesome. You guys are all awesome. By the way, one of my favorite scenes in this episode was when when Henry is getting knighted, and then the evil queen comes in, and then she's like, sorry, I'm gonna have to try. Like, Regina was thinking, okay, I have to act as myself, as my old self. And I also liked how Rumple was the one to make her realize that you need Emma to be a hero and you need to give her a villain. I thought that was hysterical. And then her like changing into the Evil Queen outfit looked great. I was expecting her to wear the outfit that the Evil Queen Sorberg had on, but her like going, okay, they'll take your, I shall destroy your happiness. Let's just do this. And then she just walks out, and I loved it. It was great. It was so great. Evil Queen is awesome. Evil Queen is awesome. I know this is like so selfish and spoiled of me to say, but I really wish that the guys that make the show could see our show or my show here, because we all have these great discussions. I love talking with you guys, and I would just love if they could realize just how strong of a fan base they have right here. I think it'd be so cool just to get something. All right, so Elva Gomez just said, why is Henry's name Henry in the alternate universe? Emma didn't name him, it was Regina, so where does name Henry come from? All right, I don't mean to be kind of rude, Elva, but aren't you nitpicking just a little bit? Like, it's Emma's version of happiness, right? So in her version of happiness, she apparently had Henry. I think so. I don't know. Maybe she liked the name. Like I wouldn't nitpick that. That might be a little bit too much. Bree Tay said, I wonder why the Evil Queen didn't just poof the lamp back to her after David took it. Death's a 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. She could have done it, but she was probably in so much shock that she was like, crap, can't do this right now. I don't know. Who knows why Regina, think about it. If you had magic all the time, like nothing should in theory happen to you. Like that's bad. You should always get your way, but somehow they always get stopped because writing, because that is how TV works. Let me see. Kevin said, do you think that alternate universe Henry will be the new king? No, it'll go to Emma. As far as I know, the Enchanted Forest goes off of, I don't know. I mean, it seems to be relatively liberal with the way that they do their kings and their kingship and whatnot. So, I doubt it's going to be a big story, but at the same time, I'm assuming it's just going to go to the next in line, which would mean that Emma would be the queen. So now Emma's a princess and a queen all in one reality. Emma, from Sarah, Emma singing and picking flowers made me laugh a lot. Yes, that was hysterical. I really did like that. It was great. I saw Animal Lover 2212 said, what do you think of Rumple and Belsum being the hooded figure? We discussed this for a little while, but I will just rehash. I was surprised, and I'm curious to see where they're going to go with it and why he has such a vendetta against Emma. But I liked it. I really did like it. The Disney Lover 58, Regina's annoyance with Emma was hilarious. She was like, I'm a goddamn spoon feeding you this, be a hero, hurt me, talk me to death, do something. I love it. Yes, that was a great scene. There were so many great scenes. This episode has major replay value. If you're a fan of any of these 6 characters, minus Zelina, it's so good. And if you like Aladdin and Jasmine, there's a little bit of that in there too. Like this is good. This is at its best. This is like fantastic. Danielle Mastella said they let the crown pass to the oldest child regardless of gender. England recently changed their own royal inheritance laws to be that way. Yeah. This is a made up world. Again, I don't mean to sound dicky, but we don't know how it's going to work. I would just imagine it would go to Emma, but I never say that fairy tale characters follow the real life world that we live in. It's the rules that they need to apply. So I'm guessing Emma's going to be queen. Dakota Galligan, Rumple was hilarious in this episode. Yes, he was episode Sarah Yaki. Charming pulled a couple stupids in this episode, but was a great setup for a charming Captain Charming romance. Yes, Sarah, I talked about that in the shot-by-shot review of the trailer. It was excellent. That they look so they look like they're going to have a couple great moments. Let's see. I laughed, cried when Charming said, "Who lives with someone and doesn't know all their secrets?" That's a great one. So Once Upon a Time, Insider said, "I laughed and cried when Charming said, 'Who lives with someone and doesn't know all their secrets?'" That's great. What's also hysterical hysterical is Charming and Snow always have secrets too. I guess not so much with each other, but you know, those two always have some random secrets, so it's funny. I did love it. Super Chaos 98, do I ship Gold Queen? I do not. I like them together on the screen, but I do not ship them. I think they're disgusting. Sarah Benedict, hey Rob, I thought according to Admin Eddie, at least at Comic-Con last year, Once Upon a Time Wonder Woman was canon. So why was a lamp allowed to change masters like a hot potato? I don't remember Once Upon a Time Wonderland enough to answer that. I just kind of thought it'd be like passing hands, and that's how it would work, unless you have to do something. I don't remember Wonderland. It wasn't that good. Let's see. Henry annoyed me so much when he got mad at Emma. Yes, Jacob. That's Jacob Harrod just said that. I agree with you. Austin Prophet said, I smiled hearing Emma humming Snow White's song from the animated movie. I thought that was a great touch. Evil Queen getting turned into a snake in a cage was very satisfying from Sarayaki. Agreed. I think we've hit on every point this episode has had to offer. So unless there are a couple more questions you guys want to ask me in general, I think we can wrap this up. We've rated it. We've discussed it really early in depth. And as I said, next week we will watch Shattered Sight at Shattered Sight, Smash the Mirror. Smash the Mirror, sorry. We're going to watch Smash the Mirror at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time next week, and we'll do a discussion then. So I hope you all will tune into that. I'll do an announcement video just in case. Who do you think the proposals for All-Out Queen or Captain Swan? I think it's for Captain Swan. There's no way it's for All-Out Queen. I don't think he's going to be around enough, Sarah. Nora Dupree, I laughed when Grumpy said big news team. Yeah, that's funny. That was very funny. Okay, guys. So I think we've covered it up. Oh, sorry. Jacob just gave me one more good thought. After all this time, Jake, the dragon still isn't free. He's not important enough, apparently, to be free. He can be locked in his mirror till they need him again. Kevin said, I really hope we see a Black Fairy backstory episode. I would love to see that too. I think that we need that. At this point, if she's going to be the new antagonist, we need it. I just wish they wouldn't lie about how this part of the season was supposed to be all untold stories, and we got like 5. That was 4. We got like 4. That's 5. Anyway, I like the episode a lot. I thought it was a great way to end the finale. We will definitely be doing more Once Upon a Time coverage. So make sure, if you guys can tune in, we'll watch Shattered Sight next week at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Thank you for tuning into my live stream review. I had a great time talking with all of you. And throw me questions if you have them. And if you guys can get any news about season 6 part B, let me know and I'll try to cover it as well. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great night. The shot by shot review will be coming up very, very soon. It's mostly done. Just got about 17 more frames to edit, and we'll discuss. So thank you all, and I'll talk to you all. I will get this video up tonight. I'll get the shot by shot up review very, very soon for everyone. I like it, so I'm gonna stay up late, and if you guys in the morning, you'll see it, or if not, you'll see it tonight. All right, so we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.